Hello guys, welcome to your next reading. This is going to be your energy update reading for Fridays. And on Fridays we are going to look into two piles. Of course, at the beginning you are choosing one pile, but you're always welcome to watch both piles, and sometimes the piles are referring towards the other pile, and if that happens I'm going to let you know during the reading. But how we are going to do this will be, at first you're going to choose a pile based on the front cards. I'm going to show them to you in just a second so that you can have a closer look, and then I'm going to lay out the oracle cards in your reading at the beginning to get the main theme of your topic for this energy update reading. And then we are going to look at the tarot cards based on those two tarot decks that I chose for you. Yeah, the energy update reading is a general reading. It's going to be about your the energy that you are living your life in at the moment and the options you have right now. It can get very specific and detailed and feel like a private reading, and sometimes it would just stay very general. We are going to see what Spirit has to say. So I'm going to show you your tarot deck for group number 1. This is going to be the Lover's card, very beautiful, innocent one from the Tarot of the Mystical Moments. This is how it looks. And for pile number 2, we are going to have the Everyday Witch Tarot, also the Lover's card. And by the way, I did not choose the Lover's card. I was shuffling the cards, the tarot cards, at the beginning, and asked Spirit, like I always do, what Spirit wants to talk to you about, and Spirit chose for this reading the Lover's card number 6. This is how it looks like. Yeah, so now you are going to choose your pile, and I'm going to see you in your reading. Hello pile number 1, welcome to your reading. And you chose this beautiful Lover's card over here, and I will put that aside for your reading because later on we are going to go more deeper into your tarot cards. But first let's look at your oracle cards. So you have, wow, Imagine and Envision. It's your first oracle card. And you have Dragons, Slay Them All. Here I remember shuffling and 2 of them came up. The Threshold and the Temple. Okay. So I can already see a message where you are probably in a situation in life at the moment, or in a feeling where where you have a lot of things you want to manifest. And maybe you already started journaling some of your ideas, or you just have them in your mind. And I think you are full of a lot of things, and you have the need inside of you to bring them on paper, to somehow create your ideas, your visions in secret. Because with this card, the Dragons, Slay Them All, I can see that you might have some people who envy your ideas or the things you already accomplished. You see that the little girl here is fighting off the dragons from her castle. And she has been somewhere and she comes back home. We can read it that way. And maybe you already started your journey, but for some reason you need to stay silent about your ideas and not tell everyone, or you have the need to not tell anyone and you're not sure, maybe you should involve people at the moment already. Yeah, but let's see. Then we also have the threshold, which is interesting because it has an in similar orange colors here. And the temple. And the threshold is always a card where you are standing in front of a new door. There's a new doorway opening, or you would like to, and the threshold is more saying that there's no turning point from now on. You already started your ideas, you already put them on paper, you already started the realization process. And now is the time to stand strong and be sure of your things and kind of like back off all the haters. And to even in this picture here, it's very this person here, the feet of this person, and there's something about standing here with the feet, because she also has this broken leg here. I don't know how to call this in English, but when you have lost a leg and then you have this new leg built for you, but she is still going her way no matter what, you know. She does the things she wants to do anyways. And here we also have this standing on your own feet thing, and you are kind of like standing still in the womb of your old nest. Maybe you are still living with your parents. Maybe you have ideas of a college you want to go to, or a place where you want to work, but and you feel ready to make the next step, but you still hesitate maybe a bit, or we will see what it is maybe for you. And we have the Temple card, and the Temple card is always reminding me of kind of like inner peace, a state of inner peace, a peace of mind, and really summing up all your ideas to this one point where it becomes a manifestation and it can go back out into the world. Yeah, we will see. Since we have a manifestation here, imagine and envision already, I guess it's already telling you to kind of like put all your ideas together and concentrate your emotions on what you want to build in life, but keep quiet with your ideas, because people might steal your ideas, or maybe tell you, like most of the time when you have a business idea or you have an idea where you want to go to study, that there's other people who also try to go there then, because there's some people who are looked up to by the other people, and maybe you are one of those people. And then people kind of like get to the same place, but way before you. And I think there's plenty enough for everyone in this world. And if people want to live like that, only do what other people do, let them do it. And I don't think it will affect you in a real way, but maybe it affects your ability to manifest in the end, because you shared your ideas too quick to people. And look, you have like this castle over here. It looks very similar to this castle. Maybe it's about moving to another place, or because that's why I got the idea of a college, because it reminds me of this kind of like college places people go to. Sometimes they look like they are very old buildings and have this kind of castle look to them. Or it might is talking about moving in general. Anyways, moving to a new place, and you gathered all your information, you are ready. You may be still hesitant, And for you to resolve the hesitation, you need to go look within and look up on, also look at all the other dreams you have, and not just this one castle dream here. And maybe you are already building all your money, gathering all your money for your big success to buy a new home that has some kind of a form of your dream castle that you always wanted to live in. Then you have expect powerful change. Yeah, we have that here with the threshold. It's talking about change that is inevitable. And when you have to fight the dragons, it could be your inner dragons or other people. It's also talking about the phase of transformation, a change, but here it's a confirmation that it's talking about a very powerful change. So something very, very powerful wants to enter your life. But we will see what that could be. Then with the planet card we have Venus. Oh, Venus, it says the attraction of pleasure from good times and cherish and joy. Usually I take 2 of those cards because then they build a sentence, but for this reading, for some reason I chose just 1 card, unless 2 came out. Charm and beauty. So I think they want to focus more, Spirit wants to focus more on the Venus aspect here and the good times, and maybe also enjoying the things you already imagined in your life. And no matter what you do, even if times are hard, make sure to have some good times here, or good times are ahead for you. And try to gather some pleasure in your life, and don't forget about the pleasure. So let's see, we're going to do it like this over here, and then we have passion ignited. Yeah, we'll put that over here. Passion ignited. Okay, this would be the first card of the Wands card, so it's like the Ace of Wands. And I always love this card because she is like, you see how she is like from her heart center or solar plexus center, but to me it's more like the heart center of things that she always wanted, and she's manifesting it. And we have this manifesting aspect in the Imagine and Envision card over here. We have it in the Temple card. So it's like very similar to this the aspect in the Temple card. And I think the ring here is also like, you know, you can see like this temple is like manifesting here in her heart area. She's looking within and she's going deeper, and the Ace of Wands in general is always talking about things you want to manifest. And it's, you know, the Magician card is talking about manifestation and what you need for it, and just it gives the basic idea of it. It is a strong card, but it's not actually talking about the process of manifestation, because the process of manifestation is shown in all the Wands card, especially starting it out in the Ace of Wands, which is talking about the impulse of having this sudden impulse of manifesting something, or realizing, remembering what you always wanted. So I think it's a good idea to put it underneath the Imagine and Envision card. And I think they look similar to the figures here, because she's wearing a robe, and she also has her little witch robe put on, and she is, whatever she feels inside. With the Temple card, she is putting it on paper and trying to make it more concrete, to make sure that the powerful change can happen. So, and now we are going, actually I will put it over here now, because this way we can lay out your tarot cards. So we have the Lovers card starting out with, and then we have, the Three of Wands. The Three of Cups, sorry. The Three of Cups, very beautiful. So if it's talking about maybe love situation, it could talk about a triangle situation, but doesn't have to necessarily. I see it more in like having good times and gathering people around you that might help you with your ideas. And the Five of Swords. Okay, so this is the first serious card we have, the Five of Swords. Okay. So the Five of Swords, since we have the Lovers here, and Spirit wanted to talk about the aspect of the Lovers card, and I see it in the aspect of your passion ignited here with the Temple card, and the Venus card is also talking about love. I guess we might do have a situation of a threesome over here, because the Five of Swords is talking about, could talk about envying, people who envy your situation. Maybe people envy the love you already found in your life, and now you want to make a new, go and make a new step with them, or you are on the lookout for love, but now you find yourself in a situation like here with the dragons, people who envy all the things you already managed to manifest, and they are kind of maybe envy that you maybe get it all in the end, and so they're kind of like circling around you, and yeah, trying to figure out what you are about. And yeah, I think there are people watching you from behind you, kind of like from the back. Maybe it's siblings, maybe it's co-workers. And the other aspect, I see, if it's only about you and your emotions, then it could talk about like your shadow side and your own, the enemy you can be, your shadow self can be your biggest enemy sometimes. So then we have the reversed Hanged Man. So the interesting thing about the Hanged Man, if it's in reverse, it's not hanging anymore, because usually it should look like this. But now it looks like she's standing here. She's almost like kind of floating. I really, really love the Temple card, the colors in it, especially if it's surrounded by some purple colors. So I put it up. Okay, we have the Hanged Man in reverse. That is always talking about you kind of like finished your reflection, some phase of reflection, like here also with the threshold. You gathered all your information, and now you're standing at the threshold. You are about to enter this castle. You already made your plans. You already started envisioning and manifesting. It already started, and the powerful change is about to come. So the Hanged Man, so I guess you took some time off to reflect on things. And the Hanged Man energy in reverse is saying, this is coming to an end now. The Hanged Man situation is about a situation where we have to hold ourselves back, similar, and gather information, but also look at it from a different perspective, similar to the Hermit energy. But the Hermit energy is doing it in a different way, because the Hanged Man is maybe still living life to the fullest, but just trying to see different life in a different way to then get an epiphany. And once they have the epiphany, they can integrate that in life. And the Hermit energy is an energy that withdraws completely from any noise, from any traffic and people in life, and going on a trip, maybe even to be alone, or taking a week off from work or a month off, doing a sabbatical, to really spend time alone and most certainly in nature to figure things out. And also to heal some emotions of grief. And the Hanged Man is still like taking part in the everyday life. That's how I see it, at least. Oh, interesting. Now we have the Tower card that's also talking about having the epiphany. So you already gained your epiphany over here. Probably a sudden epiphany, since it's the Tower card, and a very, very strong one, a very powerful one, that maybe started this passion ignited process for you. And finally we have the Page of Pentacles. Beautiful. To end this also under the Venus card with your Page of Pentacles over here. Yeah. The Page of Pentacles is a very slow moving energy, and since it's an energy update reading, I think you are not, maybe the change will come or already came to you in a very sudden, maybe even dramatic, very explosive way. Or at least it felt like that to you. And now, or whenever this is over, this change, you will see the new land in front of you. You will stand in your new garden, kind of. And you have also everything you need. Like she has the water here to water the plants, and she is very calm. And she seems very resilient and very soft energy, like this Venus energy over here. But in a very, I would say, she knows what she's doing kind of way. And here things were very like, maybe the manifesting process and the need for making the new step into the new unknown world, this new phase of your life, maybe felt very dramatic to you, and probably other people were involved that tried to talk you out of it, something like that. I think it is something about making this decision, since the Lover's card is talking about decisions also, a decision from the heart, like she is doing here. She gathered much information, enough information to make a decision about something here in your life. What it is up to you. The cards are not saying exactly what it is. It's a very general reading in that way, but in another way it's a very specific reading, because the cards are referring to each other. And I think that's what I see here, is that in the end you will come out of this new change once you step out of your comfort zone here with the threshold. Once you this world here, the dark world, is known to you, and the new world is like a flickering light. It feels interesting enough, it sparks some fire in you, but for some reason you are still holding back, or you did. But Spirit is saying, once you do that, you will come out of your Hanged Man mode, and you will have this Tower moment of realization that things are never as bad as they seem. Like all the fears we might have around change might disappear into a kind of nothingness that is very quiet, silent, very peaceful. A new era in life starting out very quiet here after all of this, and maybe even a new love is on the horizon for you. and you kind of like, to me this is a feeling of this person knows exactly what she or he wants and is working on it and waiting maybe for the right moment. Maybe the right moment will never come, but you really, really took some time to manifest here, that's for sure. And whenever you make this important step, you will see that the change will be there. There will be a powerful change. This will mean an end to your previous life, the previous phase in your life. And I guess this previous phase was not very short. Probably the previous phase was all you knew so far. Like someone is the first time moving out of their parents' place is one of the biggest steps we make in life. But it's necessary. Like the threshold card is always talking about situations where we have to do it. There is no way back. There's no, it's not even an option. Like you think it's a decision, and maybe it's kind of like your parents. Like in the moment when you leave home, your parents, they maybe stand in front of the door and seeing you leave, and maybe your dad is kind of like holding your mother's hand of like, no, don't, just come here and don't make them feel bad about leaving. Just let them leave and make their own experiences. And they are kind of like trying to hold in because they also love you and they hope you will come back. This kind of energy, you know, it doesn't matter how old you are, but in the end. But just to give you a picture of what that also could mean. Yeah, and then the change is done, the move is done, and you are standing at the new beginning, at the very, very fresh new page energy of this new land in front of you. And you can say now where to put your flowers in the soil and how much water you give it. Now you have to decide all these things, and you have enough time here for this to do it. And the Three of Cups energy might also be the siblings of yours that are looking out like, yeah, will she or he be able to do it? We don't know. Maybe your co-workers, because usually the Three of Cups is a very nice energy, but for some reason in this reading I was first drawn to their faces, and they look kind of like, you know, this kind of people, like the mean people in class, the mean people who don't really want you to succeed. For some reason I get this energy from those people here in the card, even though it is a nice card to have, because it's talking about getting all the rewards from the hard work you've done before. Yeah, and I would not give too much into the Five of Swords here, because I think it's only talking about the dragons inside of you, or in form of other people that are seem to be like dragons. Just hold in to all of your ideas. Don't give it away immediately whenever you have it. Take some time off, reflect on your ideas and manifest them, and don't let too much people in on those ideas. You can still go out and have fun with people, but you don't. At the beginning of a business also, if it's a business venture for you, it's always a good idea to stay silent about that business until it, I mean, of course it depends on what business it is, but yeah, people, there will always be people who will try to talk you out of it, because they cannot believe that someone around from the people that they know could launch a business and then also maybe even have success with it. Because those non-believers are people, usually people who try to talk you out of it are people who don't believe in themselves, and they never imagined themselves in those shoes. So then they think, okay, maybe you of course everyone can try it, but not everyone is having success with their business, but in the end they just say those things because they themselves never had the guts to do it, So of course I'm not saying to don't let anyone know about your ideas, but just be considerate about who you let in. And I think it's more important here to spend time with your own thoughts, with your own emotions, and go deep within to find the strength to make the step. And don't focus on other people here, just focus on yourself, on your energy, on what you want to accomplish, and then do it. And Spirit is saying here that you can, whatever you want to envision, there's probably all of it in it. Maybe at the moment you are focusing more on your career, but Spirit is also saying there's also love for you in it. There's every success you want to have in life is possible, and expect the powerful change. I think this is one of the most beautiful cards over here. It's a great confirmation about that. Whatever you want to build here, create for yourself, even if it's inside of you, something that will not manifest at the beginning for other people to see in your life. But expect that this will work, and expect that you are on the right path here, and Spirit is supporting you with you in this. But Spirit is also saying you are ready now, you gathered all your information, and you can just, but the change will not come because other people tell you. The change needs to come from within, and you need to make that step. You are the one who needs to go out there now and create it, or let go of it, whatever it is. So my beautiful group number 1, this is what I have for you today for this reading. Please leave me a comment down in the comment section. Tell me how much it resonated with you, and hit the like button. And without any further ado, let's get to the next reading. Hello group number 2, welcome to your reading. So you chose this beautiful Lover's card over here. I will put that on the side first, and then let's see what your oracle cards are saying. So first you have the Prosperity and Abundance card. Very nice. Looks very good. The way you're chilling here in your own garden. Yeah. Then we have the 5 card with stars. You can manifest your every wish. Beautiful. I think there's a similarity here already in the way they are both pictures. People are chilling, having a good time, and just being in their garden. Here they are kind of like in their garden of books and dreaming about things they want to manifest. Here they already manifested it, but let's see. Oh, lovely, the Agape card. I think it's like this, maybe. Yeah, beautiful. Agape is talking about it's the highest or truest form of love. Because love can mean anything. It could be only talking about passion, or it can talk about the true love, or anything in between. And agape is the very pure and very it's that love that is where you're connecting on a soul level. And I like the way that here you have, in the middle of the card, you have all these flames, all the candles, and the stars they are creating. And here we also have these beautiful stars, and it also says, all these blinking stars over here. And it is talking about stars. There's something in your future ahead, I guess. Maybe in the form of love. true love, agape love, a full love, a rich love, a very strong bond, but that's pure, that's not polluted by toxicity of any kind. A new start is coming, wow. And I think with this moon here, where you can see already the glimpse of the new start, I think I get the feeling, it's not that Spirit tells me this, but I get the feeling that it's still in the dark for you somehow, this new beginning. You can't quite see it, or you have to light up a candle to be able to see it, and you have but you can feel it, you know. I think you can already feel it in your energy. And then we have the 4th house, and with those sayings here, your home base or your family, or as you did in the past, and do what makes you feel secure. And we also have support here, what makes you feel secure in your home base, so it's a confirmation there that this is very important in this card, the message. And it is talking about being stable, the 4th house, and being grounded, like in this card over here. I see a similarity at least. And with your last oracle card, it is actually a tarot card, but I like to use it as an oracle card. It's the 9 of Pentacles, and it's saying here material harvest. Yeah, this figure gathered his harvest already, money and food and things. So I think you're already in a state where you've gathered a certain kind of wealth. But there's something new on the horizon here, and I'm not sure what it is yet. Let me see. Let's wait with your tarot cards here for a moment. So we are talking about the Lover's card. The meaning in the Lover's card, and could be 2 meanings, could be talking about love. But whatever it is, it's based on a decision made out of love. So your heart center plays an important role in the energy update here. And since this is talking about clearly about love, true love, it doesn't have to necessarily be between 2 people, you know, but in the main the different stages of love, or the different qualities of love, this is like the highest form of love, and it's mostly used for that kind of love that we know in between 2 people. Feeling at home, being safe and secure, and here we also have to what makes you feel secure. Maybe in case you are not feeling that secure at the moment, Spirit is saying, look at the things you already gathered around you, you know. And if you don't have your own garden, maybe go and spend some time in a park, in a beautiful park that you like, or in a friend's garden, and try to look at all the prosperity and abundance around there. It doesn't matter if it's yours, if you really own it, but I think you already gathered something here. And we all usually have some material harvest, you know. We have our devices that we use every day. We have a place where we usually stay, and if we don't have that, then we have some clothes that we own, that we're wearing. All of us have some kind of material things, some belongings at least. Maybe it's sometimes we cannot really call it a harvest, but for some reason here they are talking about that, and a harvest can only be there if we planted some seeds at some point. And I guess this agape is kind of like an outlook on the future for you here, because it's like in the stars for you, that you can manifest your everyday, your every wish. But for this you need to get into this prosperity and abundance energy. Maybe you can already feel it, and Spirit is saying, yeah, go more deeper into it and focus. If it's hard for you, then focus on the harvest you already have, that you gathered, and only do things that make you feel secure, and don't look on the things in the past unless it's something you did in the past that made you feel secure. Maybe you are in a state at the moment, or are in kind of like a dark period of your life, or you're coming out of it, and Spirit is saying it's a bit similar here until this point to group number 1 in that sense. Yeah, then we have with your tarot cards the Hierophant card, this beautiful everyday witch tarot, where usually on every card is a cat playing around, but I noticed the first time that in this card there's no cat. Like here we have the 2 cats holding their tails, like holding hands in a heart shape. And here, this is from another deck, but it's the Oracle card of the everyday, I think it's called Everyday Witch Oracle cards. Here we also have the 2 cats playing around. And we have the 6 of Swords. So there is a change coming, or you have to undergo, and you have to take. Because this witch is kind of like on her way, but still looking back somehow. She's kind of hesitant, and it's the 6 of Swords energy, which is talking, we have the moon again here. I mean, in the Moonology we always have moons, but it's not necessarily there in the tarot cards and in every tarot cards. And we have all the stars here again. We have the stars here, here, here. I see a star, a few stars over here. So there's something on the horizon here, and she is going into the night. And there is the breeze of change around her, the breeze of autumn leaves surrounding her. And she's hesitant, but she put all the swords of all the clarity, the 6 swords she already has, are in her bag. And the wind of change, you could say, is within her bag. And it's necessary now to make this new step. And before you do it, the Hierophant is also talking about love between 2 people sometimes. It can talk about marriage, and talking about this love in the sense of agape love. This true, very deep, meaningful, the 2 people finding their place together. But let's see what the other tarot cards are saying. The Knight of Wands. Oh, this is interesting. So this is also reminding me of group number 1, because here we have the mountain, or a stone formation, and a dragon on top of the mountain. And I think we had it's over here. You see the similarity in group number 1's card, the dragon card here. We also have a dragon on top of a stone formation in form of a castle here, and yeah, kind of like raging down to the hero here. And here it's even on fire, and the mountain looks like a volcano, and the dragon is spitting his fire into the air. And maybe this is what she fears also. It's not really the meaning of the Knight of Wands somehow, but it's just a part of the meaning. But maybe that's what she is fearing here. That this could be, that this is about to come in her life. But the Knight of Wands is a knight that is very passionate. He's not so mature as the king, but he's a bit more mature as the page. So he knows what he wants, and he's moving around a lot. He's very active, and he's seeing a lot of people going in and out in people's places, people's homes, seeing a lot of friends all the time. And he knows how to he already has his magic wand in preparation here, and there's also stars around the magic wand. So there's some kind, I don't know, for some reason I feel drawn to all the stars here. And I guess he has, the power is like within himself. But he's kind of like holding it back for the dragon not to see yet. He knows what he's doing, but he's still not so sure when to do it. Kind of like this, also a similar hesitation energy like in group 1 I can see here. Yeah, okay, so this is one of those moments where me as a tarot reader is like, this is so beautiful. Now we have the star card. And I did not look at the cards before, so this is, now I know why I was drawn to all the stars here. It makes sense. This is so crazy. The star card, how beautiful. So, okay. So the star card is the biggest card who is confirming in this reading that there is something going on in the night sky here for you. There's something in the future. The future holds something, and the sparks inside of you. A star can also be like, yeah, all this sparks that you can already feel that are there, and you can see them in the future. You can see them in the night sky, in the outlook that you do. But for some reason you are still kind of like holding back, and you need to withdraw a bit to trust. This is the card talking, the Hierophant, talking about trust. Trust the divine, trust also in the help of people and institutions that are there to trust, like churches can be such places, or here, it's interesting, like a very modern depiction, like yoga centers, where you can find help. So I guess you are in an energy where you can feel something on the horizon for you. A new start is coming. I think the star card here is bringing, it can bring a lot of healing, of course. And the star card is a card of like retreat, of doing some, yeah, kind of like wellness retreats and spending some time only for yourself, self-care. And you know, with self-care, there is sometimes people think self-care is only caring about the self and be selfish and only doing things for yourself. Like today I'm going out to a restaurant, and I like spending money on me, that this is self-care. Of course it can be an aspect of self-care if you don't do that much, and that's something you need to do, because sometimes people are just working and they stop having fun, and then maybe you do need to go out and shop or something like this. But usually self-care goes way beyond that, and self-care is more about, yeah, even in the back of the cards I see we have all these stars. I see stars everywhere now. And yeah, but self-care is more talking about something like this, going within, listening, just sitting somewhere, making a wish, relaxing, treating yourself in the way of treating yourself with silence and finding your inner peace kind of thing. And then in the end we have the Queen of Pentacles. Wow, okay, that makes a lot of sense here. The Queen of Pentacles, look how similar those two queens, I should say, look, they're in the garden chilling, and both cards show all the harvest here in the form of flowers and the cake. And in this card we have the tree with the fruits, the ripe fruits, and even the little cats have enough stuff to play around with. And here we have the money, also the abundance. Very beautiful. To end your reading with this card is very, very nice. The Queen of Pentacles is a very grown-up queen. She's the oldest of all the queens. She's oftentimes depicted as people like who are in their senior years. In the end, it's only an energy, so maybe you are a very old soul kind of person. And you should just remember that, because like it says on this card, as you did in the past, maybe that's something you used to do, going over to a friend's house, to a friend's place, or your own backyard, and relaxing there and taking some time for yourself. To then be able to move on again in life and to make the necessary changes here that you need to do. And also she has, it's not necessarily the Queen of Pentacles, that I see this the first time, that this is a Queen of Pentacles that has a moon on top of her head. She has a crown, and on top of the crown, on top of her hair, is this half moon, kind of. And the moon is not even half moon, it's just like a slice of moon, just like a very a slice like we also have here, like this kind of, we see this on the horizon, this new white moon here, the illuminating moon is coming, the dark phase is over. We put on some candles, put on the light, we kind of like switch the light on, let the stars put on their light and bringing their light into our lives. Yeah, and I see very clearly here that in your energy at the moment lies a very strong, abundant energy. All the harvest you already gathered, the prosperity, you should focus on that, or you are doing that already. And from out of that, you are creating new wishes. Like it's like when you have manifested wealth already, or some sort of status in life, but you have the feeling like you want more. What about love now? You know. But I also see that in this reading is also talking about a decision here. Maybe a decision in the name of love. A decision for love that you need to make. Is there something on the card here? No. Okay. Yeah, some kind of decision. And it makes sense that you fear it, because the moon in the Six of Swords here is talking about your inner fears, your intuition that's telling you, okay, I know I should do it, but I'm not sure, because there's some fears around still from past times. And it's that kind of like the dark moon phase that you are coming out of. Is still lingering around in your energy, and you're afraid that if you make the new change, if you're able to slay the dragons here with your magic wand. And even the cat is hesitant in this card. Even the cat says, no, what are you doing? Because if you start doing something, the dragon will notice you, and then it will come for us. But I guess that's just inner fears, and I'm very sure, I don't just guess it, I'm very sure it's just inner fear, and we should get rid of it, and we should gather around friends here, people that we truly love, that are really good for us, you know, the soul, the people that are joining on our path for good. And maybe we should also trust a bit more that other people are leading us. Like this yoga teacher here, she's leading, or this friend who is like leading the conversation here, and those mystery people over here who seem to know where to go. Only this person here, the main figure, is a bit hesitant. And yeah, but try to lean back, try to do something for yourself, treat yourself, go within and trust, to be able to build a trust, because the trust is necessary then for creating this agape love and to make this new start coming in. And I think the new start that we talk about here is even more abundance, and it is connected to your fears. It cannot come in if you're still focusing on your fears. If you're of course it's hard if you say someone just don't focus on your fears and then things will come. Of course you need to learn how to do it, but usually the way you are learning it, doesn't matter if you learn it through self-reflection or therapy or conversations with people, with good friends, but what you need to learn in the end is how to self-regulate and how to regulate your emotions. And here we are having the strong indications of emotions of fear. Of course not in every card, and only like they are more playing like a side role here. It's not in the front of the reading, not at all, but it's still there. And there's some fear still lingering around from past times. Maybe the thing you are trying to create now in your life is the very similar thing you used to try to create in the past and it didn't work out. And Spirit is telling you, if that's the case, then just trust. And you have a lot of opportunities, because of course the moon is a symbol of fear, but can also be a symbol of strong intuition. But for this, I mean, we all have intuition. Every person, every human being, also animals, they all have intuition. Even plants have intuition. And plants are working with it. They're working with it in a way that it's automatic to them. If they can feel that they want to grow into a certain direction, but there's a stop because maybe there's a wall, then the plant will notice it and will feel like, okay, maybe I should kind of like move around the wall, or maybe climb on top of the wall and see what's up there. But it's doing it in a very automatic way, listening to the intuition. And an animal, I mean, you can watch it when you go outside and see the animals there, in the birds. Even in the cities, you can watch some kind of bird sometime during the day, and the pets, and every animal, even the insects, they are all acting out of from their impulses, and impulses are always intuition. But only humans are those beings who are kind of trapped sometimes, blocked by their fears. It's usually fears that is blocking them. Look, you also have kind of like a sun or a moon symbol here on top of his head. And yeah, it's blocking your intuition to... a lot of times, you know, I have this feeling of, if I only listen to my intuition, because I can, when something is not working out, and when something is failing in life, and then there was always this moment right before where I remember I had a moment of a glimpse, a moment, a feeling in my gut or somewhere that I might should do something else instead. But for some reason I did not listen to it, because I was more on the logic side. I was more in my head about things. And then when it doesn't work out, I realized that I should have listened to that other voice inside of me that told me something else. Of course you have a problem if you have like 2 or 3 voices telling you a lot of things, but you need to figure out what is your head saying, and what of those voices is your heart, your intuition. Yeah, and I see there's an indication here that this yellow light and the yellow light here in the moon is talking then about like this I think the moon energy, the intuition, the fears is your key here to unlock your success. Yeah, so that's what I have for you, group number 2. I hope you like this reading. If you do, please share a comment and hit the like button. Let me know how this is working out in your life, if it resonated with you. I hope to see you in my next reading, and until that, I wish you a wonderful time, and yeah, see you. Bye bye.